Welcome back to aventglitch. I hope you like and subscribe and enjoy whatever this is. In the beginning, I did try to sew them on properly, and I'm like, you know what? No, that's like proper branding. That's what people want to see, and that's just like normal. And I'm like, I don't want to do anything normal. I just want to be different and just not do it normal. So eventually, this is not the technique that I end up using because I just didn't want to do the normal technique. Eventually, you will see what I did. You'll be like, what the hell? So, you know. I don't know what it is why I just get so bored doing things a normal way. Like, maybe that's just like what it was. I just didn't like normal clothing, so I just thought like, why don't I just like change the formula of it to like the best of my ability? And this is like it for some reason. I don't know why. Hello, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. If you like and subscribe, it would mean a lot to me. Thank you so much. I haven't said that in forever. I don't know. It's been like what, more than 15 days, I think. This is the technique I like ended up using like, right here. Like this is it. Like I was like, let's make this look as weird as possible just to make it look different. Hello everyone, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. If you like and subscribe, it would mean a lot to me. Thank you so much. I am sewing tags onto these garments right now because I don't sew tags on them after I finish them. I don't know why. But I'm going to a pop-up, so I have to have them all on, so I'm just going to get done now. If I was going to a pop-up, I only sew tags on them after they get sold, but, you know, just due to, like, context of, you know, people purchasing things and stuff like that. All these garments are for sale, by the way. You can buy them online. You don't have to come to the pop-up, but if you're interested. Yes, I'm going to be at a pop-up. It's like my first like ever like real pop-up, and I'm just like, wow, like finally after 3 years of doing this, I'm finally going to be at a physical space, and it's just crazy to think about. I am actually like excited to actually be somewhere for once instead of just like sitting at home all day working on this. You know, just nice to be out and see other people that potentially like my stuff or whatever. I don't know, not to be like narcissistic or anything. Just, you know, it gets kind of saddening to sit in a room all day and cut and sew. To me, sewing on tags is such a boring task, that's why I never do it. So, you know, so this is all another reason why I'm just bored with it. So I just, you know, I don't also like normal looking things too, so maybe that's another reason why. No, I know what I did. Right. This garment's crazy. I don't know why I even made it. I was just making fun of the system at the time. That's all I cared about. That was all like, this is going to further into a point on purpose. It's just meant to represent the system and how much I hate it. It's true, I kind of am against, this fashion system and all that and everything that goes along with it, the child labor and all of that stuff that goes on and no one cares and building off the backs of billionaires with children and whatever, stuff like that. It's just not a fun time. It's just exploitative. I don't know if this garment's ever gonna sell, but you know what? It exists, and that's all that matters. Oh, he's like one of the best ways to describe it. The garment exists. It just lives out here. in the
Well,
world
thanks for
now,
stopping by. I
good or
appreciate it.
bad,
If you
just
like
still
this subscribe,
think
it
it's
means a lot
something
to
that
me.
I
Thank you
made
so
and
much.
it felt was reflective at the moment of how I felt. So I think that's a good option, a good thing. Put all my heart into it, and that's all that matters.
This garment has pissed off a lot of people because I used AI at one point to generate whatever. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to what's going on half the time. What people are outraged about. Seems like there's always something new on Sunday. Or somebody said it's Sunday now. I think. I don't know. I said that or new every day. Get outraged about something. Get angry. I'm like, no. I don't want to. I don't care. I'm just here to stay. Like, that's fine. Like, I'm happy that people get angry over things, but like, I just can't be constantly. I don't have the energy for that.
I do understand that like AI destroys the planet and everything, and I'm like against that, but like I can't change that, and that's not my problem. I just use it because it exists. Simply, that's the only reason why.
I make fun of like the current government in the United States and like fashion and like billionaires and stuff, but that's like pretty much it. What I really have time for. Like, cause it's like directly a part of like what I'm doing, so that's the only reason why. If it's not directly a part of what I'm doing, I really can't do anything about it.
I'm probably more against like exploitative things against like the fashion industry because that's exactly what I do. So, like, I'm not anyone that likes computers that can fix it. Go ahead and fix it. Cause I don't know how to. I don't know the first thing about that.
I guess pets pick your battles, kind of a thing.
I don't really know what I'm doing, so like, yeah. So like, don't get mad at me. I'm just a fashion designer. That's all I ever do. So 7 months of doing this straight. It's hard.
Fashion became about how much money you can spend, not but you actually like to wear in style. That's all that fashion became. It's no longer about anything else. Straight. I'm just kind of like doing anti-tags. I see people just like sewing tags so perfect. I was all like, you know what? I want to be different. I just really, I just think it's funny how seriously people take branding. So I'm just kind of making fun of branding.
Yeah, exactly. Look at the way I sew on tags like a big idiot. So yeah, just that's just what I do. I do things like an idiot. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Just a big dumb idiot.
I don't know what people. Go look at all your clothing right now and look at the branding on it. It's just like 100%. There's nothing wrong. That's like the most perfect part every single time. And go look at the way that brands, promote themselves. The branding's always like perfect. Every single. That's the reality that we live in.
Smart people need to get, less mad at dumb people like me that don't know what they're doing. So, don't get mad at me for something that I'm just using. That's just a tool out there. Don't get mad at me for that. Go do something else and go get mad at branding or something, or perfection and everything else.
Your final product doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is the branding. But yeah, that's the reality.
I'm really sick is that you should be mad at smart people for doing dumb things instead of mad at dumb people for doing stupid things, because we're just going to keep on doing stupid things. And you should get mad at the smart people for inventing AI and for all that stuff and all the power consumption it takes and everything. It's not my fault. Don't get mad at me. I didn't do anything. I just kind of dumb and use it, so don't get mad at me. But anyways, that's all I have to really say about that. I can't even sew on a tag right. Look at me. Don't get mad at me. But anyways, yeah, I don't like sewing on tags right. That's what I'm trying to get at the point here. I don't know why. I just got tired of doing it like the proper way, I guess, or whatever proper way. I never invented the proper way. I mean, look, you look at branding, people will like hand sew tags in and everything just to look how cool they are. Look at that, like, oh, it's upcycled, is this, the hand sewed tag in, all that. I'm like, whatever, I'm done with that. I don't really care that much anymore. Like, I just got tired of that, so, that was just me. So, that's what you see here.
My mentor's yelling at me. What are you doing? What are you? I'm like, I don't know. To be honest with you, at this point, I couldn't even answer any question anymore. I just didn't like normal clothing. Like, that's pretty much it. Like, I got so tired of it. I'm like, you know what? I spent all this time learning how to make clothes. Might as well just make it the way I want to make it. And not just like, I don't know, copy what everyone else is doing. I don't know. Maybe that's just like what happened. I just got so bored with like this whole concept of clothing. Oh, my bad. And I just wanted to do something else. I guess when you get like at my level and you can like, make anything you see on the rack, you're just like, why don't I make something else that's not on the rack, but it looks like it could be on a rack, That was my thinking. And that's exactly what this is. Everything that you see is something that can be on a rack, but it's not on a rack. It's only my own rack, or it was the few people that have purchased it so far.
I do really believe my mentors would get pissed off if they saw me doing this, but they're not here, so I can get away with it.
Which is not many people, to be honest with you. So no one really cares right now. I don't know. Why should I blame them? They don't know. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not famous. I don't have, I don't know. I don't know any celebrity names on top of my head. Well, only know one, but I'm not gonna say it. That I can think of right now. I don't know. Whoever your favorite celebrity is. Hollywood. Yeah, there you go. That's better. That answers the question. I knew there was a problem. I was all like, wait a moment. But, something like that. As you need Hollywood now for anything, as it always has been that way since Hollywood's existence. Like jeans and denim wasn't worn until Hollywood, and all those other things, whatever celebrities wear at the time. Making it mainstream for the whole world. That's the only way to do it now. And it has been that way. It's been commodified by rich people. Which is why you rather watch someone with a Bentley in their fashion than someone that's on the floor making fashion, Because who's the guy on the floor when you're going to watch the Bentley guy? Bentley guy, money, power, everything that everyone wants in life. And then there's like someone like me with nothing except just the sewing machine and a dream and some patterns and some fabric. Why do you want to watch that? I'm being serious. Like, what would anybody in comparison to watch the guy who's with the Bentley? That's how fashion has been commodified to that's all it is now. That's all it is. I don't like anybody who's poor. If you're poor, you're other. Other's not okay. Other's bad, because it shows that, what is this peasant doing? Why is this peasant trying to be one of us, or be a part of us? That's just what it is, that's the reality of it. Yeah, but but lots of that clothing is built off the backs of children and slave labor, but they're like, yeah, but we're billionaires, so why the hell do we care? You bought my stuff anyways. And yeah, that's true, but you're like, yeah, I'm okay with having that child not, have a normal life. Like, my children get to have the best lives on the planet ever, but I'm okay with that child having nothing. I get to be a billionaire because of it. And you guys all buy me and buy into it, so that anybody else is stupid. That's the reality that we live in, people. I don't know. Bentley guy is more important than, the non-Bentley guy.
I do like making garments that, don't exist in this planet. So this is why, I make them all look weird. And yeah, it is true. They do like the Bentley guy over the non-Bentley guy.
This is probably not a thread, which probably is. That's what I thought. Realities of poverty. People they just hate poor. I don't know. We have a society that hates poor. I don't know why. But they, they love you when the poor becomes rich, but it's never their, I don't know. Commodified rich person. Y'all ever watch a TikTok video of someone styling some child labor fashion? Didn't care about, actual style and fashion. What is this YouTube notification? I don't know. Why does my voice sound weird? Period. Recording or not? I don't know why. Anyways, I hope everyone likes, subscribes, and enjoys this. Thank you so much.
It is very weird to be in a space where you're the only one making the garments your way, because it's all like, where do I fit in? Where am I? But eventually you always find your space, and that's the best part.
I'm happy for those people that, make content and become millionaires, by the way. Like, whatever, good on them. But, they're also part of the problem, because it's like, they're just taking advantage of the system, and I get that. But also, like, they don't care about, like, the actual planet. They just care about their wallets. What is this? Sorry, everyone, I have a problem with... No, I see what happened there.
It's great that people get to secure a future they probably never could have had with with all this social media stuff, but also it just shows how just exploitative and how one-sided everything is.
And there's a lot of problematic things out there, I realize. But I don't have a capacity for everything. I only have capacity for a couple things that I care about. I'm sure everyone here has their own things they don't like out there. And I'm here for you. I understand. I'm just about fashion. That's it. Nothing else. Style's dead. It's just rich economy. Just a rich economy now. I don't know what people are spending. For example, Birkin bags or whatever. $15,000. I don't get people spending $100,000 on a bag. Or whatever. I don't know. To me, that just seems like... And that's considered style. I don't know, me personally, spending $100,000 on something and calling it style is just way too much. But that's just me. What do I know, right? I'm just a fashion designer. I don't know.
I do see people spend a ridiculous amount of money on stuff and then get outraged by AI. So no matter what, we always have something problematic in our lives and something that we don't like, just something we want to ignore in our current lives or current situation. But I don't know. I think getting mad at spending $100,000 on a bag is just as bad as AI because it's all exploitative in its own sense. And I don't know. Maybe that's just my opinion. But they don't get mad at that. They get mad at the AI instead, which is way more helpful than, in my opinion, and it's free in comparison to $100,000 bag. So I don't know. I'm just giving an example of exploitative things out there that are just problematic for whoever it is versus me versus somebody else. Bro, I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I hope you learned something, and maybe you'll get, mad at something new or whatever. I don't know. I don't know idea what you want to do in your life. I just think living with peace is probably the best thing. But anyways, hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great night. Hope you like and subscribe. Hope your day goes well. Bye. Thank you.